I used to work for a radio station, and the first concert that I ever worked for that radio station was Nonpoint's first show in Mississippi at Barracuda Beach Club on the beach,
Yes,
4th of July.
I remember. It was really hot. And you know why I remember that?
Why is
Because
that?
that's the first time we ever left the state, and I had the worst case of hemorrhoids ever. My first tour, the first time ever leaving Florida with Nonpoint to go on a tour,
Right?
my butthole was not right.
So,
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
And it was hot as hell. We were in the van running that AC. I remember we played outside of a bar right in the parking lot.
yes.
I remember that. Was it WCPR?
Yep.
Yeah.
CPR.
Damn.
I know that. Biloxi. It was right by the Coliseum, right?
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'll never forget that because I was in so much fucking pain.
So, working through that radio station, I got the opportunity to see you guys play CPR Fest.
Yeah, great festival. I missed that festival.
I actually had you in a dive bar called Thunder's Tavern that I booked
In Pascagoula?
in Pascagoula.
Was that with Buck Cherry?
Yes.
Because
Well,
we
you
played
were
that
there
with Buck Cherry.
actually.
I have a great memory for this stuff.
One was with Buck Cherry, and then
That's the advantage of not being a druggie. I have my memory. Like when anytime anybody asks me about history, like Elias looks at me and I'll go, "It's on this date, happened this time."
Yeah.
No, I remember Pat. Yeah, I remember the sound of that place was.
And then we had you again
I think
with.
we canceled the show there.
You did. We canceled a show there too, and then we had another one. I think Jared. I think Falls from Grace played that show. It was.
Yep. My old band, Rob. We played. We opened up for y'all at Thunders.
Okay, we also played at
years ago.
the Coliseum there with Disturbed.
Yes.
And that we could see the hole. Was the Katrina thing had already happened?
Yep.
There was a hole in the ceiling.
What it was. Yep.
I think there was a hole in the ceiling. Yeah.
And then you guys played Crest Live in Biloxi that I got a chance to
Yes, with all the cool lights behind the stage.
Yep.
Oh my God, I'm too good.
I'm impressed, dude. I'm really impressed because you played a lot more shows than I have, and I can't remember half of them like that.
Well, I mean, the one thing that I wanted to pride myself is like, I got the opportunity to do this for a living, so I wanted to cherish, and I have all these memories. Like I have a podcast, by the way, called the Robbcast Podcast, and we just did an Ozfest feature, and I remembered everything that happened on that Ozfest 2001 tour. And my co-host Robb Rivera was like, "How do you remember all this stuff?" I said, "I don't know, because this is what I've dreamed of doing my entire life, was to be in a band, touring, and making a living since the age of 16. I quit baseball, and I started playing music, and I am here at 50 years old, doing what I want to do, So I've been able to do it since the age of 30 professionally, and I remember pretty much. I might not remember every single name, but I remember something about the venue or something that happened to me, but yeah, I just try to, I don't know. I just love what I do, and I cherish every moment. I have it burned all in my memory.
I will say this though. I mean, so 23 years of Nonpoint.
Since 1997.
Yeah, so
me and Elias played our first show together January 30th, 1997 at Club Q in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Nice.
So since then.
You don't hear that very often anymore in music, period. I know there's been challenges, but what's been the best part about 23 years with the same? I know you've had interchanging lineups, but you and Elias have been the same for 23 years. What's the best part about all of that?
Honestly, the best part of the 23 years is honestly being able to do it for 23 years, to be able to continue. I mean, we have been on numerous record labels. We've had numerous band members, numerous managers. We've changed booking agencies, business managers, everything. Every year is a challenge. Every record we release is a challenge. But the drive of Elias and myself has just never changed from day one. We are so different as people, Elias and myself. We're two very different people. But when it comes to the band and to Nonpoint, the name and the business, we think we're right here, locked in. So it's been able to always find a loophole and find the way to get through it. Getting dropped from that first label was very like eye opening. You know, it's like, oh my God, like is our career over? We released 2 records and we were able to jump to Atlantic from MCA, then we were able to jump to Beeler Brothers and to, you know, a couple other. Then we had Spine Farm and Razor and Tie. Metal Blade released a record for us. So it's like, you know, every single time we have a challenge, I just know for a fact that we're just going to get through it because I love playing music. My goal was to play music for a living, and I'm friggin' doing it, you know. So, and I'm going to continue to do it till, like Elias says, until the wheels fall off.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Nice.